Hello. Welcome to today's lesson. As mentioned in the last lesson, one of my friends asked for help understanding the new Mission Impossible movie in English. So, over the next few lessons, we'll introduce vocabulary, 200 words to be exact, 50 in each lesson, that will help all of you understand spy movies a little easier. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is an action-packed movie that may present some challenges for ESL learners. However, by familiarizing yourself with key vocabulary from the film, you can enhance their understanding and enjoy the movie in English. Here are some important words from the movie along with their meanings, usage, and example sentences. Try to repeat each word and sentence. 1. Espionage. Definition: the practice of obtaining confidential information and secrets from individuals, organizations, or governments without their consent. Example sentences: the CIA has been accused of engaging in espionage against other countries. The company was caught up in an espionage scandal when it was discovered that an employee had been stealing trade secrets from a competitor. Two. Action. Definition: a dramatic and exciting sequence of events, often involving physical activity and danger. Example sentences: the action-packed movie featured car chases, explosions, and hand-to-hand combat. The team executed a daring plan to take down the enemy stronghold, with plenty of action and suspense along the way. Three. Thriller. Definition: a genre of fiction that is intended to thrill and suspense the reader or audience, often involving crime, danger, and violence. Example sentences: the best-selling thriller kept readers on the edge of their seats with its twists and turns. The movie Thriller was praised for its tense atmosphere and heart-pumping action sequences. Four. Suspense. Definition: a feeling of excited or anxious uncertainty, often found in fiction and drama. Example sentences: the suspenseful plot kept viewers guessing until the very end. The author built suspense by slowly revealing clues and red herrings. Five. Mission. Definition: a specific task or objective assigned to a person or group, often with a sense of urgency and importance. Example sentences: the secret mission was to infiltrate enemy territory and gather intelligence. The team was given a mission to rescue hostages from a dangerous location. Six. Impossible. Definition: extremely difficult or unlikely to achieve. Example sentences: the task seemed impossible, but the team was determined to succeed. The stunt was considered impossible to perform, but the daredevil pulled it off. 7. Dead reckoning. Definition: a method of navigation that involves estimating one's position and course based on dead, i.e., non-functional, instruments. Example sentences: the pilot had to use dead reckoning to find his way back to base after his instruments failed. The hikers used dead reckoning to navigate their way through the dense forest. Eight. Agent. Definition: a person who acts on behalf of another, such as a secret agent or a representative. Example sentences: the CIA agent was tasked with infiltrating the enemy's organization. The talent agent negotiated a lucrative contract for her client. Nine. Spy. Definition: a person who gathers information about a person, organization, or government without their knowledge or consent. Example sentences: the spy was caught red-handed stealing classified information from the government. The spy thriller follows the story of a retired MI6 agent who was pulled back into the game. Ten. Infiltrate. Definition: to gain entry into a place or organization by pretending to be someone else or by using deception. Example sentences: the undercover agent infiltrated the criminal organization by posing as a recruit. The company hired a consultant to infiltrate their competitor and gather information on their operations.
(11) Covert. Definition: secret or hidden, often referring to military or intelligence operations. Example sentences: the covert operation was carried out by a team of special forces. The government funded a covert research project to develop a new weapon. (12) Undercover. Definition: working or acting in a secret or disguised capacity, often to gather information or evidence. Example sentences: the detective went undercover to catch a drug trafficker. The journalist went undercover to expose a corrupt business practice. (13) Intrigue. Definition: excitement or suspense, often involving mystery or danger. Example sentences: the intriguing plot kept viewers on the edge of their seats. The novel was praised for its intrigue and unexpected twists. (14) Danger. Definition: a situation or condition that has the potential to cause harm or injury. Example sentences. The team faced danger at every turn as they navigated the treacherous terrain. The city was in danger of being overrun by a natural disaster. (15) Adventure. Definition: an exciting or unusual experience, often involving travel or danger. Example sentences. The adventure novel follows the story of a young explorer on a perilous journey. The thrill seeker went on an adventure to skydive over the Himalayas. (16) Pursuit. Definition: the act of following or chasing someone or something. Example sentences. The police were in pursuit of the suspect after he fled the scene of the crime. The hunter was in pursuit of a rare and elusive species of deer. (17) Escape. Definition: to get away from a dangerous or difficult situation. Example sentences. The prisoners attempted to escape from the prison by digging a tunnel. The survivors of the plane crash had to escape the wreckage before it was consumed by flames. (18) Stealth. The ability to move or act without being noticed. Example sentences. The Special Forces unit used stealth tactics to sneak into enemy territory undetected. The thief used stealth to avoid detection as they snuck into the secure facility. (19) Sabotage. To intentionally damage or destroy something to hinder its function or progress. Example sentences. The spy sabotaged the enemy's weapons system to give their side an advantage. The activist group sabotaged the company's equipment to protest their environmentally harmful practices.
(20) Deception. A false or misleading statement intended to deceive or manipulate someone. Example sentences. The politician was accused of deception when they denied knowing about the scandal despite evidence to the contrary. The con artist used deception to trick their victim into giving them money. (21) Double cross. To betray someone by breaking a promise or agreement. Example sentences. The traitor double-crossed their allies by revealing their secret plans to the enemy. The business partner double-crossed the other by not fulfilling their end of the deal. (22) Betrayal. The act of disloyalty or treachery towards someone. Example sentences. The friend's betrayal of their trust was a deep wound that took years to heal. The spy's betrayal of their country was considered a grave offense. (23) Cipher. A secret code or message that is difficult to decipher. Example sentences. The spy used a complex cipher to send their message to their handler. The cryptographer worked to crack the enemy's cipher to gain access to their communications. (24) Intelligence. Information gathered about an enemy or competitor through various means such as espionage, interrogation, or analysis. Example sentences. The military relied on intelligence from their spies to plan their battles. The company used market research to gather intelligence on its competitors. (25) Surveillance. Close observation of someone or something, often for security purposes. Example sentences. The government agency conducted surveillance on suspected terrorists to prevent attacks. The private investigator was hired to conduct surveillance on a cheating spouse. (26) Interception. The act of stopping or seizing something before it reaches its intended destination. Example sentences. The police intercepted the drug shipment before it reached the streets. The military intercepted the enemy's communication to gain valuable intelligence. (27) Extraction. The process of removing someone or something from a dangerous or difficult situation. Example sentences. The Special Forces team was tasked with extracting the hostages from the embassy under siege. The medical team worked to extract the patient from the wreckage of the car accident. (28) Target. A specific objective or goal that one is trying to achieve. Example sentences. The assassin had a target on their back after their last hit. The company set a target of increasing sales by 10% within the next year. 29. Asset. Something of value that can be used to achieve a goal or objective. Example sentences. The spy's asset within the enemy organization was crucial to their mission. The company's assets included its employees, technology, and brand reputation. "30. Rogue. Someone who operates outside the law or conventional morality. Example sentences. The rogue agent went rogue, and started working against their former employer. The rogue nation developed nuclear weapons in defiance of international law.
"31. Nemesis. An opponent or rival who is formidable and often considered a bitter enemy. Example sentences. The superhero's nemesis was a powerful villain who constantly threatened the city. The athlete's nemesis was their arch-rival who always seemed to beat them in competition. "32. Mastermind. A person who plans and orchestrates complex schemes or operations. Example sentences. The mastermind behind the heist was a genius who had planned every detail. The mastermind of the conspiracy was revealed to be a high-ranking official. "33. Confrontation. A face-to-face encounter between two or more opposing parties. Example sentences. The confrontation between the two gangs ended in a bloody battle. The confrontation between the employee and their boss led to a resolution of their differences. "34. Showdown. A dramatic and tense confrontation between two or more parties. Example sentences. The showdown at high noon was a classic Western scene. The showdown between the two politicians was broadcast live on television. "35. Climax. The most intense or critical moment of a story or situation. Example sentences. The climax of the movie was a thrilling action sequence. The climax of the investigation was the discovery of the suspect's true identity. "36. Tension. A feeling of strain or stress, often created by conflict or uncertainty. Example sentences. The tension between the two countries was palpable as they stood on the brink of war. The tension in the room was thick as the suspect awaited their verdict. Conflict. A disagreement or struggle between two or more parties. Example sentences. The conflict between the two nations was fueled by their differing ideologies. The conflict between the two siblings was resolved through mediation. Combat. Physical fighting or violence, often in a military context. Example sentences. The soldiers engaged in fierce combat during the battle. The boxer was trained in hand-to-hand combat for self-defense. Weapon. A device or instrument used to attack or defend oneself. Example sentences. The soldier carried a weapon into the battlefield. The criminal used a weapon to threaten their victim. Explosive. A device that can cause a sudden and violent release of energy. Example sentences. The explosive device was planted in the enemy's headquarters. The volcano erupted with explosive force, causing widespread destruction. Firearm. A weapon that fires projectiles using a propellant. Example sentences. The police officer carried a firearm as part of their duty. The criminal used a firearm. Hand-to-hand combat. Meaning: close combat between two or more individuals using their bare hands, without the use of weapons. Example sentences. The soldiers were trained in hand-to-hand combat to defend themselves in close quarters. The two men engaged in fierce hand-to-hand combat in the street. Martial arts. Meaning: a system of codified practices and traditions of combat and self-defense, often with spiritual or philosophical underpinnings. Example sentences. The young boy began studying martial arts at the age of 5 to learn self-defense and discipline. The martial arts master taught his students the art of karate, emphasizing the importance of focus and respect. Stunt. Meaning: a feat or act of daring or skill, often performed for entertainment or film purposes. Example sentences. The stuntman performed a death-defying jump over a group of cars in the action movie. The actress was hesitant to perform the stunt, but the director assured her it was safe. (45) Chase. Meaning: a pursuit or race, often in a vehicle or on foot, to catch or escape from someone or something. Example sentences. The police car chased the suspect down the highway at high speeds. The fugitive led the authorities on a wild chase through the countryside. (46) Escape plan. Meaning: a strategy or plan to avoid capture or danger, often involving deception or evasion. Example sentences. The prisoners devised an escape plan to tunnel their way out of the prison. The spy's escape plan involved disguising himself as a resident and blending in with the crowd. (47) Lockpick. Meaning: a device or tool used to open a lock without a key, often used by burglars or spies. Example sentences. The detective found a lockpick in the suspect's pocket and knew he was up to no good. The secret agent used a lockpick to gain access to the secure facility. (48) Disguise. Meaning: a change in appearance or identity to conceal one's true identity or nature. Example sentences. The undercover agent wore a disguise to blend in with the criminal organization. The actress donned a wig and glasses to disguise herself for her role in the play. (49) Infiltrate. Meaning: to gain entry or access to a place or organization by stealth or deception. Example sentences. The spy infiltrated the enemy's headquarters by posing as a maintenance worker. The undercover agent infiltrated the criminal organization by befriending one of its members. (50) Impersonate. Definition: to pretend to be someone else, often to deceive or mislead others. Example sentences. The actor was able to impersonate the famous politician so convincingly that many people in the audience thought he was the real deal. The scammer impersonated the CEO of the company to trick the employee into revealing sensitive information.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing and reach your goals. Hope to see you back for the next lesson. Have a great day.